Good day, everyone. I welcome you to another edition of Mathemagic with Alimi Abdraki. And today we are looking at questions under matrices and determinants. So for this question, we have matrices P and Q are defined by P, which is matrix P is x2 minus 5 minus 1. And Q, which is matrix Q, is defined by 2 minus 3 or y, where x and y are elements of what? Of real numbers. So the first questions we have there is given the determinant of P is equals to 2, obtain the value of X for Roman figure 1. For Roman figure 2, obtain the value of P inverse. For Roman figure 3, obtain the value of P inverse Q prime, where my Q prime is a transpose of Q. For the next question we have there, which is the matrix R is defined by R equals to 5 minus 2, Z minus 6, where Z is an element of real numbers. Determine the value of Z such that R is singular. So let's delve into this question now. We have my matrix P and Q already stated here, already written out here. So let's start with the first question. We are told to find the value of what? Of P, where my determinant of P is equals to what? 2. What do we do here now? Let me write out, I have my matrix P. The matrix P is equals to what? X 2 minus 5 minus 1. So what do we do here now? That means my determinant already is equals to 2. I can still have this as what? X 2 minus 5 minus 1 is equals to what? 2. Let me find my determinant now. Now become x times minus 1 minus 2 times minus 5 is equals to 2. So why this will now become minus x minus minus 10 plus is equals to 2. Sorry, is equals to 2. Is equals to 2. So when we have that now, that becomes minus x plus 10 is equals to 2. I'll collect my like terms. That's minus x equals to what? 2 minus 10. And I have minus x is equals to what? Minus 8. Therefore, the value of x is equals to 8. So I've gotten the value of what? Of p. The value of x, according to the first question, to what? To the 8. So let's check the next question. What is the next question? So you find P inverse. How do I get my P inverse now? How do I get my P inverse? So for my P inverse, I have it here. So the first thing I'll write is, let me write out my P, my matrix P. I have this matrix P to what? X2 minus 5 minus 1. So it's now written as what? Minus, it's now written as 8. It's written as what? 8, 8, 2, minus 5 minus 1. So this is my new matrix P. So, and I have to also recall that my matrix of P, so my determinant of P is what? Is 2. So if you recall, how do I get the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix? Let's take, for instance, I have matrix A is equals to what? X or M. Let's use A, B, C, D. I have this to become A, B, C, D. How do I get my A inverse? My A inverse now will now become 1 over the determinant of A, and this diagonal will swap, diagonal D and A will swap. So now A and D will swap to what? A and D, D and A. Why the other diagonal will be multiplied by what? Minus 1. So that's how we do for a 2 by 2 matrix. So let's apply the same thing here. I have my P is equals to what? 8, 2, minus 5, minus 1. So for this one now, my P inverse will now become 1 divided by the determinant of P. I will swap this. This will now become minus 1, 8, minus 2, and this will become what? 5. So, and I have to recall that what? Recall, recall that your determinant of P is equals to 2. So let me check my P inverse now. My P inverse will now be equals to what? 1 divided by 2, everything open bracket, minus 1, minus 2, 5, 8. So I'll proceed by having this as what? Minus 1 divided by 2, minus 2 divided by 2, 5 divided by 2, and 8 divided by 2. So therefore, the matrix P inverse is now equals to what? Minus 1 over 2, minus 1, 5 over 2, and what? And 4. So this is the value of my what? Of my P inverse. So let's check the next question. I've done A prime, A Roman figure 1, A Roman figure 2. Let's check A Roman figure 3. We are told to find, for the Roman figure 3 now, we are told to find P inverse, the product of P inverse and Q prime, where we are told that it is what? Q transpose. So let's take for instance, how do I get what is let A is equals to what? A, B, C, D. So how do I get the A transpose or A prime? That means this one, I'll just change the rows to columns. This will now become A, B, C, D. Taking note that the first and the last element still maintain their position. So let's check our Q. What is our matrix Q now? That we have from the question. What is our matrix Q? Matrix Q is what? 2 minus 3, 4y. 2 is what? 2 minus 3, 4y. So if I'm to find the transpose, that will become Q prime is equals to what? 2 minus 3, 4, and y. So this is my transpose of matrix Q. So let's now solve the question we have here. It said the P inverse Q prime. What is the value of my P inverse? The value of my P inverse is equals to what? Minus 1 over 2 minus 1, 5 over 2, 4 times 2, 4 minus 3 and what? And y. So what do we do here now? We multiply. I multiply this with this. Likewise, I will do that for all. So what do we have here? I will have P prime Q, sorry, P inverse Q prime equals to what? Let me use this marker here. I will have this to now be minus 1 over 2 times 2 plus minus 1 times minus 3. That's for the first one to get the first row. So I'll use this same one to multiply this again. So what do we have here now? This will now become minus 1 over 2 times 4 plus minus 1 times y. So what do we have next here now? What do we do next here? We do this, we apply it for the next one too. So what do we have here now? This will now become 5 over 2 times 2 plus 4 times minus 3. Same thing here, that will become 5 over 2 times 4 plus 4 times y. Let's do the arithmetic over here. When I do the arithmetic over here now, what do we have here? 2 will cancel 2, this is 1. 2 will cancel 2, this is 1. 5 here, 1. Sorry, 2 here, 1. 2 here, 2. 2 here, 1. 2 here, 2. So what do we have here now? What will my P? P inverse q prime, what will it become? I'll have this to now become minus 1 plus 3. So why this will now become 5 plus minus 12. Why this is now what? Minus 2 plus minus y. Why this is what? 10 plus 4y. So that's what we have here now. So let's conclude this question. I have P inverse minus Q prime equals to what? Minus 1 plus 3, 5 minus 12, minus 2 minus y, and 10 plus 4y. Conclusively, we have the value of P inverse Q prime is equals to what? Minus 1 plus 3, that's what? 2. 2 minus y, and this is minus 7, and this is 10 plus 4y. So this is the value of P inverse and Q prime. So let's look at the last question under this, which is under B. What is the last question? The last question says the matrix of R is given by 5 minus 2z minus 6. Determine the value of R of Z such that R, matrix R, is what? Is singular. So let's look at the last one. I have my matrix R equals to what? 5 minus 2z minus 6. For this one now, you will recall that a matrix is said to be singular when the determinant is equals to 0. So what do we have here now? That means we have it that matrix R is equals to 0. That is why it is what? A singular matrix. So let's solve now. That will become 5 minus 2z minus 6 is equals to what? 0. So let's solve the determinant as usual. That will become 5 times minus 6 minus 2 times z is equals to 0. So I'll have this become minus 30 minus 2z is equals to 0. So I have minus 30 plus 2z is equals to 0. I have minus 30 equals to minus 2z. Divide both sides by what? Minus 2 minus 2. This will cancel this. 2 here 1, 2 here 15. This will also cancel this. Likewise this. So therefore, the value of my z is equals to what? 15. And they are all elements of what? Of real numbers. So I believe with all this, we've been able to do something and solve this question to our understanding. So if you have any question, please kindly drop on the comment section below. Don't also forget to like, share, and also subscribe as expected. See you next time. Bye.